Okay. I'll walk you through this, and then I'll also gonna walk you through some of, and then I'll play mini golf with you guys. Okay, we'll play mini golf. I'll kind of walk you through some of these phenomena that I talked about. Was it last week?
Yes.
That's okay, right? So I'll walk you through that, right? So, but all of you did get the lecture on the cranial nerves, so you know what's going on. It's like, oh, what's a cranial nerve? You should already have that in your hippocampus, okay? And I also lectured you on the what? On the whole. So you should know what's going on. So at least now is all the what? Kinesthetic is all the hands-on part of the session. Okay, guys? All right. So let's start. Let me walk you first through the cranial nerves, how we have it set up on these brain models. Okay. Do you have do you have a PDF on your PDF on one of your PDFs for the brainstem? Do you have an image, one of the last images I think, that has a diagram of all the cranial nerves? A picture in your collection of PDFs. Check your junk, Carlos. Check. I think it's one of the last pictures that shows the cranial nerves 1 through 12. Because that's going to be your pointer. It's for the left. Let me see. I think that's it. Let me see. Yes. Yeah, guys. Yes, it is. Okay, you do have it. Well, I can't show it here, but. If you go, it's one of the this picture right here, okay? So that's your point of reference. You can use that as a point of reference to map out these cranial nerves, but aside from that, I'm gonna walk you through it here on the brainstem, okay? All right, so let's start here, guys. All right, so what's first? So, which is this cranial nerve right here, guys? I'm sorry? Olfactory, right? So here's your olfactory bulb. And then you have your olfactory tract, right? So this is cranial nerve number one. Number one. Okay, let me try to actually zoom in a little closer. There we go. A little closer right here. Okay. Here's your olfactory bulb and your olfactory tract. Okay, so that's cranial nerve number one. Where does this sit on? Where's this normally located? This sits on that cribriform plate. Remember that? On that cribriform plate in the skull. Okay. All right. So we're done with that. So now let's move on over to, now you have your brainstem model, okay? So this is, now guys, to get to this, you have to take apart carefully your brain model, okay? It's a 15-part brain model. It is a very expensive 15-part brain model, so please be very careful when you take it apart, okay? All right, so let's get started here, guys. So now, you saw number one. What's this one here? What's this here, guys? What's this one? Can you see that? What's this one here? Anybody? Optic nerve, very good. Okay. So you saw olfactory. Here's your optic nerve. That's cranial nerve number what? Number two. This is number three. That's your ocular motor. Okay. Now, put it sideways. And here you have number four. What's that one, guys? What's number four? Your trochlear nerve. Very good. Okay, that's number four. Okay. Here's number five. Okay, here's number five right here. Okay. You can see that it has a thick, well, you can't see it, well, somewhat. I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see how to maneuver this. You see it without, too bright. Anyway, guys. Here's number five, right? It has a thick and a thin root. Okay, that's number five. Okay, then you go over here. Here's number what? Number six. See that thin sliver right here? That thin sliver? Okay, that's supposed to represent the seventh cranial nerve, which is the what? The facial, okay? But unfortunately, they forgot to put a thick and a thin one. So all you have is just one. But just for this exercise, think of that thin sliver one as simply the facial nerve. That's number seven, okay? This thick nerve here is number what? Number eight, okay? And you have up here, this is number 9. This is number 10 right here. You go further down, this is number 11. And this one over here is number what? Number 12, okay? So again, let me start again. Okay, so here's your first cranial nerve, right? Olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, okay? Number 1. Then you have, what's this one here, guys? Optic number 2. This one is number 3, your oculomotor. Turn it sideways. This is number 4, trochlear, okay. This is number 5. It has a thick and a thin root, thick and thin root. Thick one is in the bottom, thin one's on top, okay. 5. This is number 6. The thin sliver is number 7. This thick one back here is number 8, okay. Remember guys, in theory, the facial nerve has a thick and a thin root also, okay? So 7, 8, then you have, what's this here guys? Number 9, number 10, number 11 down here, and this is number what? Number 12. So guys, number 12, it's sitting in front of this thing here called the olive. This is the olive right here, okay? All right guys, so again, this is number 2, 3, sideways, 4, okay, and you have number what? 5, and you have what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, okay? And this is number 1, okay? All right, so I walked you through the cranial nerves on your brainstem model. Now, let me come over here, guys. Now let's do the foramina. Okay, so let's first, for starters, let me come over here. Okay, guys. So let's see what we got going on here. So, right here is an opening for a blood vessel that goes in here. What's that opening called? Carotid canal. That's the carotid canal, right? So what goes in here, guys? The internal carotid artery goes in through here, okay? The ICA. Okay. This is the foramen magnum, okay? Which blood vessels go in through here, guys? The vertebral arteries go in through here, okay? So now, then let's turn it over now like this. And now we can see some of the holes, guys. What's this one here? This is the optic canal, okay? What nerve goes through here, guys? The optic nerve, number 2, okay? Number 2 goes in through here. What sits on this? Number 1, the olfactory bulb sits on the cribriform plate, okay? Sits on here. Here's your optic canal for the which one? Optic nerve, that's okay. Optic canal for the optic nerve, which is cranial nerve number what? Number 2, okay. Then guys, you have here, this is here, this is round one here, that's your foramen rotundum. What goes through here, guys? The second division of the 5th cranial nerve, okay. What's this here, guys? You can tell it's oval. That's the foramen or what? Foramen ovale. What goes through here? The 3rd division of the 5th cranial nerve, okay. And see that little tiny hole, guys? That's the foramen spinosum. Which blood vessels goes through there? The middle meningeal artery, okay. Was that discussed? The middle meningeal artery, right? It goes in through here, and it goes up on the side. It goes along this area called the pterion. So if you have a break of that blood vessel, what's the problem? Epidural hematoma, okay? Epidural hematoma. That's the opening for the middle meningeal artery, okay? Now, see this right here, guys? See that opening right here? This right here is this right here. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Okay, this is the superior orbital fissure, okay? And which cranial nerves goes through here, guys? 3, 4, 5. What part of 5? First division, which is the ophthalmic nerve, right? Ophthalmic branch. 5 and number 6. Okay, so 3, 4, first division of 5, and number 6 goes to the superior orbital fissure. Okay, and you can see the superior orbital fissure here also. Foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, foramen what? Spinosum. Very good. This is the optic what? Optic canal for cranial nerve number what? Number 2. And what sits here? The olfactory bulb, exactly, okay? Now, guys, let me go further down a little bit here. See this right here? That's the internal auditory meatus, okay? So which cranial nerves going through here? 7 and 8. 7 and 8 go in through here, okay? This one here, this is the jugular foramen. Which cranial nerves go out through here? 9, 10, and 11. Okay, 9 and 11 go out through here. And guys, this is the opening for the hypoglossal canal. Oh, this is the hypoglossal canal. Which nerve goes through here? Number 12. The 12th cranial nerve goes out through here, okay? Now, did I discuss what happens with the facial nerve as it enters in through here? Where does the facial nerve exit out through? Okay, remember this? Here's your mastoid process. Mastoid process, here's your styloid process, right? So in between those two, there's a tiny little hole, the stylomastoid foramen. Was that discussed? As the facial nerve comes out through there, as it exits out through there, it's going to give off 5 branches. What are the 5 branches? Temporal, zygomatic, buccal, mandibular, and cervical. Okay? Was that discussed? Was that addressed? Okay. All right. And folks, look here also. Let me also address this here because it is here. See this right here? Okay, this hole right here, this is the foramen lacerum, but I think I didn't talk much about that one. That foramen lacerum in a living skull is covered with what? Fibrocartilage, exactly. Okay, so don't worry about that one, I think, for today's exercise. So, again, here's your optic canal. Okay, optic canal here. Okay, here's your foramen rotundum, right? What goes out through here? Second division of the 5th cranial nerve. What goes out through here? 3rd division of the 5th cranial nerve. That's through the foramen spinosum, right? 3rd division of the 5th cranial nerve. What goes out through, or what comes into that little tiny hole? The middle meningeal artery, okay? And then what goes out through this one here, guys? The superior orbital fissure. 3, 4, the 1st division of 5, and number 6, exactly, okay. And then here, guys, here's the internal acoustic meatus. What goes in through here? 7 and 8, okay. And then this is the jugular foramen. What goes out through here? 9, 10, and 11, okay. And this is the opening for this is the hypoglossal canal, which is for cranial nerve number 12, goes out through here, okay. And folks, I think that's about it. Okay, so that's my tour of the skull in terms of the tracing the coursings of the cranial nerves, okay? All right, so you guys are good to go, okay? So this is my way of getting you kick-started, so this should help you. So now put all your brains together. I'm gonna turn the lights on, and you should be good to go. Oh wait, hang on guys, listen carefully. So you have some colored pipe cleaners. Okay, so on the bottom of the back of that activity, you have color codings. So what's white for? What's white for? Okay, exactly. What's the red for? If it's a pure sensory nerve, what's the black one for? If it's a pure motor nerve, mixed, and the green one is for motor. Okay, green for go, motor. Get it? Green. Oh, okay. So did you learn about which are the pure sensory cranial nerves? 1, 2, and 8, right? So which are the pure sensory motors? Number 1, number 2, and number 8. Okay, pure sensory, right? Which cranial nerves are motor? 3, 4, 6, 11, and 12, okay? And which are mixed, Giancarlos? 5, you guys can cheat. 5, 7, 9, and 10. And which ones have parasympathetic fibers? 3, 7, 9, and 10. Thank you. Okay, guys? All right, you're good to go. I got you kick-started. You guys know what's going on. Put your brains together. Guys, make sure, please, do not take these little pipe cleaners home. Do not make candy canes with them, please. Okay, don't make candy canes with them, please. When you're done, put your skulls back on the tray. Put your models, please reassemble the models and put it back on the tray, folks, on the cart. Thank you very much for your attention. Did this help? Okay. All right. Yay. Okay, we're good.
Guys, here's an extra skull. If somebody wants an extra skull, you can. And then, and the secondary are like just each one. You kind of like. Guys, if there's cookies, if you need more ATP, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I think I wrote down. Yeah. So originating mine is 306 to 14, right? I remember it was like there's 5 of them, so like
Yeah, it's just like the color of the pipe cleaner goes with like motor and stuff. That's okay. It's spiky or
This is 8, so that must be 7.